well as where the fellowship forms, do you have a favorite member of the fellowship?
That is sick. That is like asking who is your favorite child. Not that I have children, but I would imagine that would be a tough thing to answer.
No, this is tough though.
I am actually going to, I did not come up with this concept, but I have seen people say before, you can't have a favorite member of the fellowship because they are all their best selves in
I
the
know.
fellowship. That said, yeah, of course, I obviously do. Um, oh, it's hard. I don't want to. Okay, so Sam Gamgee is my probable favorite, but I
Who
do
moves the
think
heartstrings?
absolutely, absolutely. And movies, I loved Aragorn because,
Mhm.
I was just enchanted by him, especially when I was young, and he just does the role so well. But Sam is the heart, absolutely, of the whole fellowship. That said, look, I'm not a Frodo diehard fan, but I think he gets a lot of hate. And without Frodo, none of
Especially,
this is
yeah, he does.
happening. Like, there's a
No,
lot of Frodo hate out there, and I do not subscribe to it. He
especially from
is
the
a
movies. He's a better
stud.
character in the books, but even like I agree, he gets too much. Like he is an like no one else. Tolkien literally says no one else could have bore the
No.
burden.
No, not even another Hobbit, So I do think there's too much Frodo hate out there. So I want to stand up for my man Frodo and say that he is a key character. But yeah, if you're gonna put me on the spot and force me, then I'm gonna have to say my man Samwise is my favorite.
Okay.
Who's
Okay,
yours?
I actually didn't think that you were going to say that. I thought you were going to
Well,
take
movies
my
are very
answer once
different, but
more. The movies
who
are
are
different, but
I think I
but
know your answer.
my mind goes for both the movies and the books, but it's
If you
Gandalf.
say Boromir. Oh, I thought you were
No,
gonna
no,
say
no. I
Boromir.
love Boromir. I mean, I love Boromir, and I'm glad
Same.
that there's been, even though there's, like you mentioned, there's a lot of Frodo hate, there's been a resurgence in love for Boromir over the last few years, which is
Yeah.
more than well deserved. Because him and Theoden, I think Theoden more so because you get more time with him, are probably the most complex characters. Maybe Gollum, Smeagol, but
Interesting
I
thought.
think uh, I think it's got to be Gandalf. But I love both
Okay.
versions, but also
Fair.
Gandalf the Grey in particular. Um, I don't know. There's just something really comforting about the old wizened, uh, you know,
The
leader
wisdom
or
and
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And it's just like I love his. I think I don't know if maybe it's in the preface or somewhere. He's described as like quick to anger and quick to laugh, or and like quicker to laughter or something along those lines, which I think sums up the. It's like I don't know. Every time that Gandalf says something, I'm immediately invested in what's happening. Like,
No, that's true.
um, he's just yeah, he's got like a strength to him. I love the idea of like this all-powerful angel essentially being confined to like this like little old body. And
Well, he is
I
very
also
tall.
yeah, that's true, especially when he's angry and he raises himself to his full height.